Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm your entrepreneurship tutor, Professor Henry Bwisa of Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology in Kenya. Today, I want to talk about entrepreneurial characteristics. This is following many requests by you, my fans, to elaborate on entrepreneurial characteristics. Now, it is Joseph Schumpeter who is largely believed to be the father of entrepreneurship. He defined the entrepreneur as the individual who innovates and introduces something new in the market, either a product, a service, or even a method. Now, Schumpeter is perhaps most known for coining the phrase creative destruction, which describes the process that sees new innovations replacing existing ones that are rendered obsolete over time. Now, through creative destruction, entrepreneurs destroy the existing products or services by replacing them with the new, innovative, and therefore better ones. Let's look at this. When I was just growing up in the 1950s, records on the gramophone were the in thing in matters music, playing music. These records were replaced by cassettes. In other words, creative destruction. The cassettes were created and they destroyed the record, and indeed they became better in many ways. Then the compact discs, the CDs, came and replaced the cassettes, destroying the cassette. Now compact discs came on the scene. And then flash discs came, again now replacing these ones, the CDs. You can see therefore there is a process of creative destruction. We creatively destroy the status quo and replace it with a better thing. That is creativity. That is innovation. That is entrepreneurship. Now let's look at the Kenyan scene. In Kenya, people used to transfer money through money orders, telegrams, and all through the post office. Then came the M-Pesa, sending money by phone, and it destroyed the money order system, creatively so. So now M-Pesa can send in a better manner than the money order, even more conveniently. Yes, this is the process of creative destruction. Creative destruction. Creatively innovating new ways of doing things, like new ways of doing old things. Now, we are talking about entrepreneurial characteristics. But what are personal characteristics? A characteristic is a special quality or appearance that makes an individual or group different from others, like making an entrepreneur different from a business person. Later, we shall be talking of the difference between a business person and an entrepreneur. Now, characteristics are therefore the distinguishing features or quality of something. You might like to think of characteristics as those qualities that make a person or a thing different from others. For example, the ability to camouflage is a characteristic of a chameleon. So we're talking about entrepreneurial characteristics. What are entrepreneurial characteristics? Well, there may be as many characteristics of entrepreneurship or even entrepreneurs, as there are people in this world with opinions. Nevertheless, there are some characteristics that are considered indispensable or necessary in an entrepreneur. Innovativeness and creativity are such. Indeed, it is innovation that largely leads to creative destruction, coined by the father of entrepreneurship. So, let me be creative. Let me creatively use the word entrepreneur itself to propose characteristics of entrepreneurs. This is because there is no universally accepted set of entrepreneurial characteristics, although risk, not nearly risk, innovation and creativity are key. So I am applying innovation and creativity to use the word entrepreneurs, spell it down, entrepreneurs, using each letter to put a characteristic on entrepreneurs. And I'm calling it Bwisa's personal entrepreneurial characteristics from the word entrepreneur. So the E is envisioning, goal setting. An entrepreneur looks ahead. An entrepreneur plans, envisions, dreams. An entrepreneur must have a vision. The N, novelty-minded. This indeed is the innovativeness, creativity. An entrepreneur always thinks of something new. It doesn't matter what it is. It may be not necessarily a new business. It can be a new way of doing things, a new way of cooking, a new way of even riding a bicycle if you like. So novelty-minded. Entrepreneurs always something new. Think of how to do this. How better would this be? How else can we do this? Then the T, tolerant, perseverance. Yes, innovation and creativity can take a long time to come. If you are not tolerant, if you are not persevering, you may not make it. And even in business, there are some customers who are ambiguous, so to speak. You have to tolerate, you have to persevere some of those customers. So tolerance, perseverance is a key characteristic of an entrepreneur. Responsibility, the R, responsibility. Yes, entrepreneurs take responsibility. They don't pass the buck. They don't blame others for their own mistakes. They take responsibility and they own what they do. If you keep on complaining and blaming others, pointing fingers, then you probably will, your own mistakes, you'll want to pass them to others. So take responsibility for your actions. The E in entrepreneurship is like the first E. The second E, if the first E was envisioning, goal setting, then the second is enterprising, resourceful, industriousness. Yes, you don't necessarily pick up what others are doing. You must be enterprising. Try to be resourceful, try different from others. And then P, passion. Oh yes, if you don't have passion for what you are doing, you'll not even enjoy doing it. Entrepreneurs, yes, it doesn't matter in which field you are, in which business you are, passion for it, loving it, owning it, because in business there are always ups and downs. And when there are downs, if you don't have passion for that, you will usually just pack up and go. So passion, loving what you do, is other characteristic of entrepreneurs, and are risk-taking. Yes, it is not just any risk-taking, because all of us take risks. As we go to sleep, we take risks. As we jump in that minibus or bus to travel, we take risks. Not those ordinary risks. Entrepreneurs take calculated risks. So you must risk. And indeed, if you can't risk, you may do nothing. There are people who don't even want to take a loan because they don't know how to pay it. But risk-taking, calculated risk-taking, is a good characteristic of the entrepreneur. The E is energetic. Oh yes, you're physically alert. Energy of the mind, energy of the soul. Yes, many entrepreneurs work hard. And if there is no energy, if you are sickly, then probably entrepreneurship is not for you. So you have to be energetic, meaning you have keep fit. The mind, the body, the soul, energetic, and networking. Yes, entrepreneurs love networks. You have to network. You have to make contacts. You have always to keep your business card, dish it out, and ask. That networking is what will make you go places. Don't be just into yourself. Be out looking and network as much as you can. Ask for contacts. Keep those contacts. And one day, they'll be useful to you. The next E, the last E, is efficient. But of course, efficient goes with effectiveness. You have to balance them out. Efficiency means using as little as possible to get as much as possible. Like, you're going to produce something, use just the optimum amount of resources. Don't use too much time. Yes. So you're balancing efficiency and effectiveness. Effectiveness is being thorough. To be effective is to be thorough, regardless of the inputs. But here we are. Yes, you're going to be thorough. But as much as possible, use the least inputs, the least resources to produce the best. Indeed, that's how that will affect your pricing. Then you unstoppable. Yes, entrepreneurs think asleep is not a fall. You go into business, you fail, you don't give up, because winners never quit and the quitters never win. Unstoppable. You describe your glass as half full, not half empty, not halfway. And then they are realistic. Oh yes, as you envision, do that realistically. Don't build castles in the air. Don't bite more than you can chew. Be realistic. For example, I cannot think of starting an aeroplane business. It's not realistic for me. So, being realistic, looking at things realistically. And lastly, self-confidence. If you don't believe in yourself, you will not go anywhere. You have to be self-confident. Face it. Face the consequences. Be self-confident. Believe in you. Say, yes, I can. So these are characteristics of entrepreneurs, coined by me, your tutor, from the word entrepreneurs itself. Different textbooks will give you different characteristics. Different authors will give you different characteristics. Observe successful entrepreneurs and you'll see they display different characteristics, because there is no universally accepted set. But being creative, being innovative. The father of entrepreneurship says, creative distraction. Don't go in the business and carry it on like everybody else is doing. You must stand out. To attract customers, you must do it differently. Even if it means just, uniform at work. Let's say you have a bar. There is very little you can do in improving the beer, but your service must be different from the competitors. And that is how entrepreneurs succeed. Yes. We are saying, if you have trouble, not really, sorry for this, it is not doing your family strategic plan. But if you have trouble looking at generating your characteristics, talk to us. You can actually generate your characteristics from your own name. Talk to us. Let us assist you. Be creative, starting from your own name. So, reach us at buihem@gmail.com, 0722 858507. We also train. We are certified and authorized ILO trainers. We help you generate your business idea. We help you start your business. We help you improve your business. And we help you expand your business. We are on LinkedIn. We are on Facebook. We are on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and now even on TikTok. Yes, if you enjoyed this, like it, share, comment, subscribe, and indeed, thank you for watching. I repeat, ignore having trouble doing your family strategic plan. Yes, if you really also want a strategic plan, talk to us. But here we are saying, if you're having trouble developing your own characteristics, talk to us. We shall help you develop them from your own name, the letters of your own name, and that will be a good start. So thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being my fan.